Hey there, y'all. It's Catherine Gladder of the Gladder to Hear That podcast. And today I wanted to talk about cultivating an aesthetic. As of late, I have largely thought of my wardrobe aesthetic as classic, chic, and edgy, and my home aesthetic as dark, romantic, modern academia. Yes, I know this is a lot of adjectives and is bound to change in time, but as I look around my space and wardrobe, these are the words that admittedly come to mind, whether others would find them applicable or not. I chose these words not just for what they mean by themselves, but also for how they work together. Another way to describe my style, perhaps more holistically, would be elegant, classic, modern. Do I always dress this way or style my home this way to a T? No, but it's what I tend to shop for and go for, so to speak. The trickiest part is that often a different dress code is more appropriate and practical for home design as well. Take times at the lake, for example, or a normal day to work. And the fact that I would probably lean more into the styles I like to cultivate if I had more of a practical chance. A notable fun element, though, is when I get to dress up for swing dancing events, or for holidays at church, or weddings in certain cases, or decorating my home for a special get-together or something. Then there's me through the years. The first bedroom set I picked out for myself was a cat quilt, because I liked Hello Kitty, and they didn't sell Hello Kitty comforters for double beds. It was a dusty rose and blue with creamy white. I was still largely styling like the 90s because of my mom at that point, and just it was the early 2000s, and I didn't get to pick out everything. But for quite a while, I liked brighter colors more. I had bright blue and sunny yellow bedroom for a while. I used to love big patterns. Simply styled items were kind of my thing. I had a bubblegum pink chocolate brown room, and I loved seafoam blue a lot at one point too. Now that I've explained how I got here, I'll describe my current style in more detail. First, wardrobe. I love classic styles and silhouettes and other elements, but I love elevating them, modernizing them with accessories and different patterns or layers, and adding leather, jackets, gloves, shoes, and hardware whenever I can. That said, I'll also throw on like pearl-style necklaces with a modern swing dress and modern boots. My home handy-down but beautiful large navy couches with pink accent pillows and pink chairs, and dotted with antiques, white, black, and gold decor, and photos. This is mostly my living room, but it also is definitely part of my bedroom as well, though my bedroom is more black and white at this point. Maybe this doesn't scream each of the adjectives I mentioned, but it's what helped me the most. Additionally, most of the stuff I've been very fortunate to have found on the ridiculously cheap. All of my current chairs and couches were free to me. I'm really good at shopping clearance and thrift stores, as I've mentioned in other episodes, and my antiques have largely come from my grandparents and similar people in my life. Then there's my lifestyle. I love fashion, or style to be slightly more accurate, including shopping for it and seeing what's out there. I love swing dancing, motorcycles, including riding my dad's, antiquing, and a number of sports. I love the beach in the summer, skiing in the winter. Oh, and you can't forget hockey. I had an acquaintance once ask me if I could help her determine a description for her personal style. I had her pick some adjectives and descriptions of what she liked and then combine them in my head. After seeing some visuals, we narrowed it down to neutral glam. Not as thorough as mine, but for being on the spot, I believe she found the idea valuable and helpful, and I got a new challenge. I'll make a second one up here too. Say you love boho with some modern flair, and you love plants but also find yourself at the gym a lot. You also enjoy being outdoors and buying a lot of gold accented pieces. I would say your aesthetic is modern active boho. Yes, many of these words are in the description, but sometimes that's what it takes. I say these three together, you could easily start finding elements with these three things, or you could find one of each and then see how well you can combine them. Or you can pick another adjective that combines them all better in a different case. It's just to help be a guidance and try to focus your space more so it seems more cohesive. And the same goes for your wardrobe, so that more of it goes together and you like more of it. Even if you have an old shirt you like that maybe couldn't be described using your personal style, because you like it, you can combine it with other things you like, ideally. Now, included in my aesthetic, I realize, is some opposites, and that goes for a lot of other things in my life, I feel. I.e., traditionally modern, so to speak. I love tradition, and some would say it's even part of my personality and how I function. But I love modern inventions and innovations. I really appreciate both sides. I'd like to think of myself of an old soul and a young soul in the way I am among others, in both sporty, quote-unquote, and girly, quote-unquote, but I'm hardly ever in the middle of things, I feel. My family would probably say I'm a very black and white thinker, but put passion on either side of these opposites. Either I am 100% for something, or I am 100% against it in a number of cases. I love traditional things, whether it be hymns, style, antiques, but I also love leather jackets, high heels, modern furniture lines, technology, among other things on both ends. And I know I can't be the first to like such opposites, but I feel like it's not the most common thing in the world, and is okay in my opinion. I do tend to find the balance between the opposites in life, which is putting antiques in one corner and my computer in the other, for instance. Picking new things that coordinate well with old, feeling like a young soul while dancing to old music, enjoying hymns at church while also listening to Christian hard rock on my computer. I love classic sports like tennis, but I find myself enjoying spike ball more than I thought I would. I love dressing up, but admittedly, I'm a bit of a camp kid at heart and keep over 50 t-shirts in my closet from different years and events. That said, I have them mostly from cool places I've been to. I enjoy antique technology, but I'll admit I am trying to update my phone right now. I also realize that I appreciate living today and not in the past. As much as I love old-fashioned things, I realize that living today means I get the best of both worlds. I can enjoy things from the past, but with the modern conveniences and technology. I feel like most of my career, among others' careers, wouldn't exist without modern invention, and I can appreciate that. So what's my point? My point is that it's okay to like opposites too, and I think it makes life more fun and interesting, but it does make life a bit more difficult at times, especially when you're trying to combine adjectives and an aesthetic, but maybe that's not your style either. To finish, I'll include what many people tell me is my most crazy opposite. I love coffee, which I know is very normal. I'm under 30, but I only drink decaf now. No caff whatsoever at this point. I have enough energy without it, thank the Lord. No lie. And even when I am tired, somehow decaf is a terrific placebo for me anyway. I could just be pretending on that one for all I know, but I feel like it works, so I go with it, and I enjoy my decaf coffee once a week. Thanks y'all so much for listening. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see y'all next time. Thanks. Bye.